My, what do we have here? Part 4 is what we have right here. Alright, bikers and bikerettes, welcome to another edition of check out my new Kawasaki 650R Ninja, the 2011 edition. Alright, it's actually taken a while to get part 4 out because of the weather here in Atlanta. It's actually been quite rainy and cloudy. I finally got a day that some light came out and hurried up and rushed out here so I could get a good shot of the bike. Alright, y'all, I'm going to resume from where I left off at in part 2. Part 2 of the upgrade edition, I basically left off with the headlights. I said that I would upgrade the headlights to some high-end HID halogen lights. Well, after speaking with some of my installers and mechanics that work and do the upgrades on my bikes, they basically said that it could be done, but it could also be a little bit more pain than what it's worth when you start speaking about the electrical work on it. They have been having people with issues on the electrical end. So I'm just going to say that it's put off for now until I see another or better solution. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get to what you've been waiting for, and that's the changes and the upgrades that I've been making. I've actually made a couple of minor changes and some major upgrades. On the minor, it's mostly aesthetic things that changes the look to the bike but didn't pretty much cost anything or much at all. The two minor things that I did were change out the screws and added another set of decals. When it comes to the screws, I actually either painted them or purchased black screws. If you watch my other videos, part 1 and 2, you'll notice that these screws right here that you see and all over the bike in several different places were silver. And it really makes a big difference when you look at it because these screws give a more uniform look to the bike. And I've changed these screws out in several different places. Not all places, but in several different places. Like right here, that was silver. And it really does make a better difference, a bigger difference. When we talk about decals, I added one more decal. And that was this icon decal right here, which if you watch part 3, you'll know that my gear is icon, and so it just really adds to the bike. I've added these icon decals in a few places strategically. One right here, right in, I guess, the front of the rear tire. And right here, right above the chain, I added the icon sticker, and as you can see, it's got the touch of orange in it, and it really enhances, I believe, the sportiness of the bike. And this will pretty much be the end of the decals. I don't want to put too many, but I believe that they enhance the bike in terms of the sportiness. So I went with Pazzo Racing, icon of course, and Arrow. Alright, now let's move on to the actual upgrades that I've made since part 2, and that was the handlebars. I went with some Rizoma handlebars. These handlebars come from Italy, and they're ergonomical, and they're more sportier than the previous stock handlebars that I had, which set up higher. These are black to match the bike. I can get down a little bit lower than I could with the stock ones. but at the same time maintain a more comfortable ride than your traditional sport handlebars. These are some nice handlebars, and I've gotten many of compliments, including from the people who installed them. They really like the look of these handlebars. I also changed out the riser right here, or the clamps, to hold them. The stock Kawasaki ones wouldn't fit because the base of the neck right here is fatter. Alright, so we're going to let you see how those handlebars actually look on this bike. Alright, the next thing that I changed out was the actual grips. And these are Rizoma. They make really nice, high quality product. I ran into them online and I really liked what I saw. But what's so special about these grips, as you can hear that click, they're aluminum. These are aluminum grips. Good detail. They're not going to wear out on you. And they're called Lux grips, and the Lux is for luxury because these puppies did cost some money. Alright, the next thing that I actually changed out or upgraded was the bar ends. I went with Rizoma again on their bar ends. Real nice aluminum bar ends. And as you can see, got a little sportiness with them, the racing logo on them. And they really complement my levers, my sporty levers right here. All right, moving on from the handlebar, the handlebars and the grips, and the bar ends, I then upgraded and changed out the seat, upgraded the seat and went with a seat cowl by Ermax. This seat cowl really did this bike some justice. I had it ordered, it came from France. Took about 3 weeks. They custom painted it burnt orange to match the bike. And I'm going to step back and show you how this seat cowl really changed the look of this bike. If you do go back to my previous videos and see, you'll agree that that seat cowl really did it justice. But what I also like about it is it's easy to pop off and go right back to the original seat, which is under there, and I can add a passenger in no time. So it didn't take away the usefulness of having a passenger on it. And as you can see, it has designs on there that enhances that look, and it really looks good and does the bike justice. That right there completes my upgrades for now, but there are some things that I've already got my eyes on and that I'm going to change. And the few things that I am going to change are, for example, right here, the footrests. I'm going to change these out. I've already spotted some nice ones that will complement this bike. And I'm going to change out these rear swing arms to some matching Rizoma swing arms actually. And surprisingly, I'm going to change out my aero exhaust, but I'm not going away from aero exhaust. I'm actually going to stick with them. I'm going to their black, all black aero exhaust. And that's a nice looking exhaust, but imagine it being all black. That really would make that stand out, because that all black would just make the bike even more uniform. I'm trying to keep the bike uniform and convert it and change it to a bike that really flows. When I do change those things, of course, I will put that video out. And I know I've said it before, but that probably will complete my upgrades for the year. But of course, who knows? If you get the itch, you go with it. All right, let me go ahead and crank this puppy up. In part one, I turned it on, but I didn't really give it the cranking that I wanted. So let me crank this puppy up. Well, as you could hear, that puppy sounds good. And as you can see, there's only 315 miles on it. I haven't ridden it much because I've been busy working, but and now it's getting a little cold. Today is a nice day, so I may hop on it. So that completes part 4 of check out my new Kawasaki 650R. And to all my viewers out there, I appreciate you viewing and checking it out. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know if you like it, what you think about it. Until then, peace out. And again, we are straight from the ATL, y'all. Coming straight from the ATL. All right, peace out, bikers and bikerettes. And oh yeah, that's my baby. Peace.